Alright, so back to this. Let me get the timer started. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm like a few drinks deep at this point, but it looks like we're just coming up on puzzle sections, so I don't think it's anything that deep. Oh yeah, I don't know if, so, I'm just gonna be the one to say it. So, again, obviously, whenever we challenge the Elite Four and champion, AIM's not going to be the champion. So, I guess there's a question of who's going to be the new champion, right? You know, I mean, I don't think it's as simple as Lynn takes over for her because, again, Lynn is obviously the kind of up-and-coming, which is known, right? I mean, again, the fact that she, through an anonymous tip, refers to herself as the leader of Team Meteor, right? So she's pretty well known, you know, as like the up and coming member. So it's like this isn't like Insurgents where the champion was like this unknown figure and it turned out to that just so happened to be Rukra and that nobody knew who he was because no one could even get to him because the fucking 8th badge was just unavailable. So I don't think it's a scenario like that where Lynn's just gonna take, but it does raise the question of all right, what's honestly if we're being real here, it's probably gonna be like just I mean, going all the way back to literally the first generation, where, like, I guess Lance, you know, would be the pseudo-champion or, like, last member of the league. It's probably, that's my prediction, just because, like, I mean, unless they do pull a rug from us, like Insurgency, and make Lynn, but again, that wouldn't make sense within the context in the onus. Yeah, she literally got a blitz. That's kind of crazy. So they literally just killed the champion in front of us. And again, obviously, I mean, despite Lynn coming across as edgy, we know she's probably the most dangerous person in the game, right? More dangerous than Solaris, more dangerous than, like, any other Team Meteor admin, because, again, she's, like, that up-and-coming prodigy, and the one who's kind of usurping everything. Again, I talk about how Team Meteor really drives the story, you know, and a lot of that story-driven is you have I'd say the old guard of Team Meteor in the form of, like, Solaris, Sirius, Taka, Ace, who, again, stand for more traditional Team Meteor goals, right, and are more surrounded about remaking, or how should I put it, you know, just, I think, you know, improving the region in that. I'd say, you know, not like too, I don't want to say not too extreme, but they again, want to remake it in a more traditional way. And then you have Lynn, you have all these new, like, associate admins. You have the new world order, right? You know, all of kind of, like, this extra side where, like, it's kind of like, again, what are they trying to accomplish? And that's where the 4 artifacts get involved, right? But let's, hello? Okay, music is still active. So it still works. Yeah, I don't know what is going on then. So... am I stupid? How are we supposed to progress in this thing? Oh, it's this one. Hold on. There we go. Now, which way are we supposed to go here? Can only go right. I guess we can go up. So, yeah, let's just go up then. Damn. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually low-key kind of surprised. Can we reach that? I guess we can, so... so okay, so this switched this way. Okay. So, sorry, I just got a text. So, which way was it initially? I'm going to be honest, I don't know which way it was initially. You want it to go... well, actually, there's a very... oh my god, I did not mean to do that. I'm kind of fucking up here. I was going to say there's actually a very easy way to figure this out. All I do is just go back here, you know, and then so, it started off that way, right? So, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I was going to say there's a very easy way to tell. So just only click it once, you know. Oh, wait, no, all right, I'm stupid. This definitely is the right way because we can't even get to it now. So, all right, I'm actually an idiot. Let's actually make progress in this. So yeah, it is in the correct configuration. Now what's weird is we seemingly can't progress here. Hold on. Wait, can I? Am I stupid? Oh, I was gonna say, okay, it just doesn't look like you can actually make progress there, but you can. Alright, now... Oh, what's nice... Damn. Why is it giving us... Alright, I'm gonna take this heal. I was gonna say, I don't really know why it's giving it to us now, but... Alright. Click everything only once. So, bam. Clicked once. So we know we're good. Click everything only once. Bam. Clicked once, right? I think, you know, the mistake is to just start fucking around, right? So what's nice is... So... Unfortunately, we can't actually, like, progress further. Yeah, alright. I'm kind of confused now. Again, can't... Also, I'm like, am I stupid, or is this music... Or is there supposed to be, music playing? I guess they just shut it off after they killed AIM. So how do we actually move forward here? Because all of these are facing the wrong, direction. Oh, I know what we're supposed to do. Alright. Because we need to get to the middle one. Damn, how? Yeah, we need... Oh my god, wait. Because here's the thing, right? So we need to get to the middle one, right? And the way to do that, so we need to, do this. Oh, I see what we need to do. Oh my god, not me to do that. So we do this, right? We do this, and then we invert this, right? And then... So we need to keep that one clicked, so that way we can go this... There's... Oh my god, hold on. Alright, this is... Hold on, I really need to lock in. I'm gonna stop. Put the can down. Alright. So, because the way it works is we need to set up both of these. And we did... Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Oh, wait. Alright, I just completely inadvertently accidentally got it right. So... I need to click this. That'll bring me up there. But again, the issue being it'll just bring me down, so... So... If I were to go up right now... Alright. So... Alright, I think I'm inadvertently doing this, because I think basically you just need to hit this move for pretty much every single one. So, I don't know if they intended for it to be cheese like this, but I think if you basically just... Oh, wait. Alright, I was going to say I didn't actually switch it. Alright, so, and then from here, what you do is... Yeah, So if you just hit, again, I don't know if this was how they intended for this to be, but again, if you, I not mean to, but yeah, basically, if you just, again, reset it after each one, you know, I was gonna say, I can't believe I did that shit again. Okay, I may have fucked that up. Wait, no, because... Yeah, there we go. Alright, I was going to say... Yeah, don't register. Hold on. I really got to lock in. Also, what sucks is I need to make sure I don't take any more damage. Alright, there we go. Whew. So, I will say I am interested in whatever is going on here. I can't access that yet. Very clearly, we're supposed to go up this way. Zell is here. All right, hold on. And this is what's interesting. Because here's the thing. We saw the... What was it? It was... Jesus Christ, I don't remember their names. But we saw the page that had the, you know, two sisters. One of whom was, again, you know, or two siblings. One, again, was suffering from fatal illness. And they were trying to overcome it. This is, oh my god, Pulse Magnezone. And remember how it talked. Again, I'm going to be honest, I don't remember their names. But it was the E and L portion. They started with E and L. And it talks about how they were trying to overcome that illness in the one past and how they accidentally fused their consciousness, right? And they brought up Magnezone, right? And we have the Magnezone Pulse. So I definitely 100% feel like that is Zell. And that explains it. Again, unless I'm just completely wrong and off the mark. But I feel like that's 100. And how long has it been since we've seen Zell? I was going to be like, it's been like a hot minute in the game since we've seen Zell. Zell was one of the earlier admins we faced. And again, it's that like, again, multiple personality. So I feel like that's 100% describing Zell, and we have kind of their backstory, you know? And again, I was going to say, so that's 100% got to be Terra, right? And that's probably, and again, because Zell is one of the old guard. Because the old guard, you know, or the old admin, again, you got like Zell, Taka, Ace, Sirius, you know, again, the one that killed themselves, right? Like, again, you got kind of the old guard of Team Meteor. Then you got the new, you know, kind of, the new bodies, which, again, is spearheaded by Lynn. Then, again, you got Terra, you got, like, Blake, you got, or not Blake, Blake, you got, like, Fern, I guess, is now part of the game. So, again, but this isn't the same room that Ace got, like, seemingly clapped in by Terra. Right? But I feel like it's probably the same, you know, Terra that's like hacked their system or whatever, right? And again, you know, Lumi! I was gonna say, was that the name of one of them? Pulse 2 and Pulse Arc Pulse. Pulse Magnezone. Lynn. So that's interesting, you know, so they're working for Lynn though, right? Yeah, and again, Lynn has, you know, I was going to say, like, so Lynn kind of has them tied down right now. Hello? Why are we already know for a fact this choice has no impact on the story. Honestly, I want to say no. And the reason being, I want to hear Zell out. Like, I want to know, it's interesting, so they say Lumi, right? Because I think it was Lumi. It was Lumine, right? Or I think Lumine. It was Lumine, I don't remember the E name, but it was Lumine, or was it Lumis? I feel like that confirms it, right? Let me do Pokemon Reborn Zell names. I just want to see what is it? I just want to see, alright, never mind, you know. Yeah, was it like Evelyn or something? I don't know, you know, but I want to say no. Low key, again, that's why it's like we refuse to fight Taka. I think we're allied, personally, we're allied with the old guard of Team Meteor. Like, that's the way I want to put it. And granted, they are working for Lim, but still, I feel like the older, like, again, kind of that core level, it's really like, it's almost like a civil war in Team Meteor, it feels like. So, I'm going to say no. I want to see what they have to say. So, because, I mean, at this point, we're just progressing. Like, let's be real here. You know, everyone else is either captured or dead. We're just progressing at this point. We're not here to accomplish anything. It's not like Dr. Connell, Sigmund Connell, we have beef with. It's not like, you know, again, we're not fighting for our lives. We're just progressing at this point, right? Bitch, that literally wasn't me. That was Terra. Oh, are we about to actually, like, again, you know, damn, what the fuck? Why are we not harmed? Are we, like, you know, does Lynn want to, like, marry us or something? Is it, like, something crazy? You know, Lynn is just your average, like, Lynn's female, right? I was gonna say she's, like, your average femcel. You know, that would be, like, an insane plot twist, you know? But I was gonna say, so that is also revealing, what is it with Team Meteor just revealing information to the enemy? So now we know we're not to be harmed, right? Which is too easy, right? So we could just walk through. I was gonna say, let's just walk through, right? We don't need to fight Zell if we know we're, Eve, right? Again, oh my god, we're fighting Zell. And also, I was gonna say, Zell has the 3 colors, right? How long has it been since we fought Zell? It feels like forever. Of course. Also, unfortunately, we have like 75% HP on all our Pokemon. It survived? Oh my god. Hail? Oh, it's because it has snow warning. I was confused. So we're fighting Zell. Zell was like one of the last people I expected to see. It seemed like they were gone for like half the game. They just spawned out of nowhere. Alakazam. Mono Psychic sending me a part. Also, I was gonna say, yeah, having like a partially damaged team is not ideal, but I'm not super concerned about it. God, I don't, dude. Leopard's like low key. I was gonna say, how is it dealing this much damage? Like, a fake out like took out like a third of its health. Again, that's kind of insane. Alright, who's next? Umbreon. So we should be able to outspeed it. So we can hit it with a reversal and that'll be like, probably just one-shot it. Yeah, I was gonna say. Because Umbreon, I'm pretty sure, is normally just physically bulky. But like, we just have, again, we're on low enough HP. Oh, and the Hailstorm. SP. Damn. I was gonna say, so it's funny how it seems like there's like a core typing being 2 Zell, right? You got, again, you know, oh my god, it's got the, oh wait, what's focus? I was gonna say, because you have the dual dark psychic, right? Yeah, why is Fake Out dealing so much damage? Glaceon. So damn, like they running an Eve team. I was gonna say, what the fuck? Honestly, just sending that a champ. We're just gonna keep swapping between these two. They can kind of take out their whole team, right? Synthetic Seed. I don't know what the focus entails, but yeah, and pure power, black belt, reversal at like red HP. No one survived. So Magnezone. I was gonna say chances are it probably has like sturdy or something. Let's just like use a flamethrower. What? Oh, I was gonna say I'm stupid. This is the fucking I keep forgetting because again that's why it's like this is what I refer to when I say the old guard of team. Again, all of the old Team Meteor admin battles used to have the Pulse Pokemon as part of them. So what typing is it? So it's Pulse Magnezone. That's goddamn. I was gonna say it. Oh, that's probably gonna one-shot us. Also, I was gonna say proprietary. So yeah, just send in this and try to use a fighting move. Yeah, that just killed it. So the pulse, too easy, right? You know, and I think it's ironic that they use a Magnezone as the you know the pulse Pokemon, right? Lumi, you know, damn, because and that's you know that was the E portion of was it Evelyn? Again, that's the Evelyn portion of Zell talking, right? So and that's Lumi, because that's did we literally just kill Zell by destroying that Magnezone? Did we on a hello? Bro, there's no way we just like blew up the entire like power supply. Honestly, low-key. Pulse 1. Hold on, let me do the Pulse 1 readout. It's in our Pokegear, right? Magnezone, very first. Yeah, and again, that's why. So that was the origin. Again, its function is mass reproduction. Each of its eyes contains the energy of one of the people responsible for, again, it obeys only them, right? So we saw Zell. Damn, dude. And of course it had Levitate. Damn, did we literally just kill Zell by that move? Damn, dude. How the hell? Hello? Are we supposed to progress? What's going on? Damn, dude. Hello? Oh, so wait, who's the hold on. Which Zell? So that Zero or whoever, what was his name? I need to get to Agate, right? Damn, because we destroyed the Paulus, we got rid of the other personalities. So it's only I don't even, who was the Z version? That's crazy. That's so crazy. So we just fundamentally altered. Dude, oh my god, well, it wouldn't matter anyway, because I was gonna say, you know, we would have just gone back through, but I was gonna say, hello? That's crazy. So Zell is seemingly out of the picture now, because we just completely took out the rest of their alternate personalities, right? I was gonna say, they all... Adrian, okay, so they're all right. Victoria and Victoria and Arclight are seemingly dead. You know, Adrian's good. Oh damn, they're all alive. You know. Oh, is Adrian dead as fuck or Arclight? What? All right, they took us out. What? Cause I was gonna say, what if we refuse? I mean, if we refused to fight Arclight, you know, it probably would have died. Like, what would have happened to us? You know. Has anyone seen Aim's dead as fuck, bitch? We saw Aim's dead, you know. Okay, but that's the thing, because Victoria brings that up, but that was Solaris. Again, that was Solaris, right? This is Lynn. There's an important distinction. You know, Lynn seems to be, again, a lot more into that brutal, you know. Solaris killed Kiki because she got in the way. That was just a deal with the problem. Again, Lynn seems to be way more into kind of this, like, you know, the more psychological, like, mental battle, right? Damn, I was gonna say you punch in the wall. Cal. Oh yeah, I was gonna say we still can't forget that Cal sided with them at Pyrus, right? Again, I'm so, because here's the thing, I'm curious about like what's gonna happen with Zell. I feel like we haven't seen the last of Zell, right? Because was Victoria even... Hold on. I was going to say, was Victoria even... I don't even recall if Victoria was there when Kiki, you know? And I was going to say, yeah, Reborn City is nice. Like, you know... Falling into a fairy room. Damn, he got him, you know. I was gonna say, it's not damn, you know. You need help, bro. Like, I was gonna say. Damn, so I guess they all survived. But again, obviously, because when we got drugged and then kidnapped, right, we were brought somewhere else, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say, it was the same thing for us, you know? Damn. Yeah, you know. Grand Hall, you know, searching those, inform the arts to eye, you know. Arcline and medical. Come by my gym. So, alright, so we gotta go to their gym, the Spice. Alright, hold on. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, so here's what I'm gonna do, right? Before anything else, I wanna go to, so, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember where this dude's gym is. Also, first, I'm gonna fly to Agate, right? Because I'm very, so, Agate's, right? And he said Agate, right? Again, Agate is seemingly still under, you know. So that's what's interesting, right? Is it still seemingly under the sleep spell, right? So I think it's interesting that Zell said that. So, damn, now we're fully healed. All right. And again, I was going to say, we made it through, you know, feels weird saving Agates. So again, it's still... I was gonna say, like, you know... Or was it? Did he say Agate or Amatron? I'm pretty sure he said Agate. Unless I'm, like, just literally making that shit up. Also, is this... Hold on. Or not Amatron. I'm pretty sure he said Agate. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, I'm not going to give that much thought to it. Also, I actually am curious. Let me fly to Calcid. I want to see if this fucking barrier is still here. So, is this barrier still here? Hello? You still... Also, I was going to say, like, how is this barrier still up? And, hold on, which house was it? It was an Amatron where... Hold on. No. I know what we got to do. Because it was an Amatron where... I want to go back to that house where we actually, you know... Which house was it where we found, I think it was... down here. So I guess we just happened to fly to the... No, it was not. I guess... But again, there was the house in Amatron which had that, Again, I think it was this one. Hold on. I think it was this one, right? It was this one. That's why it's like... And again, this was seemingly the pulse that... This was seemingly the pulse pro... So this had to have been the first, like, prototype pulse. Yeah, 0 alpha. So, again, this is where he seemingly would have come, right? So that's why I'm like, I'm curious why they said Agate. So that's very interesting. So again, that's 100%, you know, in reference to Zell, right? So, I mean, which city is... Let me just visit the Grand Hall. I was gonna say, what city is, or what ward is he the, like, leader of, the fairy type one? I'm gonna need to just look it up, probably, because I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we fought, oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Victoria is, not even here, right? So, hold on, I'm stupid, we literally flew by his place. I was gonna say, you know, we know where he is. So he's way the fuck down here in Core, right? So... And also, let's, I think, you know, meta chance. So, how's our team looking like against Fairy? We have a pretty dog shit team against Fairy. It's super effective against 3 of our... So, yeah, let's be smart here and, as a preemptive switch, because, yeah, if we're being honest here, right, our team's pretty weak to Fairy. And I'm not super worried about levels because based on whoever still has experience to gain, they'll get, like, levels. So, yeah, I think low-key, this is probably the best bet. So we're bringing back some old party members. Yeah, I was going to say, we're bringing back some old party members here. And again, if they don't want us to be here, I don't know. So, yeah, we're bringing back some old party members. So, let's... Yeah, this is fine for now, right? So, yeah, we'll get... And also, because I was going to say, it's after we beat him where we seemingly hit up Tourmaline, right? And that's where we have the second major. So, yeah, I was going to say, none of those choices, whether we chose to fight... Again, that's why I'm like, it's weird. You get choices that's... Oh, I was going to say, you know, so Victoria's just taking this shit over. Yeah, because Amy's dead, right? You know. Fights in doubles? You gotta be kidding me. Zare, brother. Like, switch tactics? Man, double battles might be an issue. Who the fuck is this right here? Hello? Damn, I was gonna say, you know... Hello? Alright. I guess because funny enough, I just talked about this. I was gonna say, you know, AIM's dead, right? I don't think it's gonna be a Lynn takes over type deal. I guess we're the new champ. We only have like, we still need like 6 or like 5 more battles. I mean, I guess, you know, sure, right? Also, I was gonna say, because nobody's in charge right now. Aiden's dead. Like, the champion's gone. Like, and this isn't like Insurgents where you had the auger and the champion. Like, seemingly the champion ran things with Grand Hall. They're just dead. So I guess we're the new champion. And also, I guess we're just gonna fight Adrian. I mean, sure. And again, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be about us fighting two leaders. Like I've said this. Team leaders who is driving the story. So, I mean, cool, you're the champion, right? That doesn't really affect, like, our journey. I mean, yeah, we'll still fight the rest of the leaders in the Elite Four, but, like, really it's about us fighting team leaders, right? Yeah, whatever, you know. Lynn, you know. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because I don't think it's as simple as, like, you know, I mean, because the whole reason Rupro was able to stay champion was nobody ever fucking challenged him, right? And again, you have the whole separation of the Augur and champion, so like he was never really that relevant to begin with. He just happened to hold the title at the time, you know, we were playing through it at the time of the 8 leaders disappearance, right? But again, you know. I'll deadass, what if we say no? Hold on. Damn it. I mean, sure, I'll help him. Okay, maybe I was gonna say, maybe I shouldn't have, what if I just look up Reborn recruitment? I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say Reborn. Oh my god, hold on. Pokemon Reborn recruitment. I probably shouldn't have said that. Job application side quest. Oh, brother, you know. So is this, hold on, is this a separate thing? Adrian's volunteer side quest. So yeah, that is the case. So we're doing, you know, I just need to see it. Damn, why did I click yes? All right, that's kind of my bad. You know, here's locations. A woman in the stairway between Obsidia and Coral Wards, right? So I'm literally just gonna, so a woman in the stairway between Obsidia and Coral Wards, right? I'm literally just, I need fucking, so I 100, I was gonna say, so I 100% need, Bug isn't super effective. Wait, actually, I'm stupid because everyone can use every HM. So all I need to do is just do this, right? Use HM, fly. Yeah, freaking superior flying. So Obsidia and Coral, right? Wait, I'm stupid. Obsidia is right above us, so. So next is at on the right side of Obsidia Park. So Obsidia is right above us, right? Right side, damn, there's the gate. So right side of Obsidia Park. There we go. So 3 is near the entrance in Onyx Arcade. Onyx is further up here, right? Where the hell is the Onyx? Hold on, where's the Onyx for? God damn it. It seems like they're in a logical order. So we go up to the Onyx Ward. I should have read that. That's my bad. Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll probably end this after I get all these dudes. Near the entrance of the slums. What? Where the hell is the slums? So, the slums of what? I think that looks like, okay, that looks like, was gonna say, that looks like paradise, so... So, near the entrance of the slums, where is this? Hold on. I'm kind of confused here. And yeah, so was that an obsidian? Or an onyx? So, Obsidia Alleyway. Directly below the entrance to Obsidia Ward from Opal Ward. So Obsidia Alley, below the entrance to Obsidia Ward from Opal Ward. There's Cole. Wait, what? Directly below. So Opal is. Okay. Oh, all right. This dude was here. All right, I'm stupid. I'm kind of confused, because where's Opal? Apparently they're in here. Damn, y'all good? No, bitch, I ain't doing that shit. Man, get the fuck out of there. I ain't doing that shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, y'all think I'm nuzlocking? What the hell? You know, fucking, who do you think I am? You know, a guy in front of the grand stairway. So, bitch, deadass encounters? Come on, man. Yeah, y'all really think I'm nuzlocking? I'd rather die before I nuzlock. I am not messing around with that. So, grand stairway. So, which is just north, right? So next guy is a woman in front of the Pokemart in Lapis. So yeah, Lapis, I forget. Remember, Lapis used to be the gem of the region, right? Now, yeah, why the fuck did I do this? There better be some... I always gotta check to see if Dr. Connell's is open, but it's always locked. So where's the Pokemart? Alright, what the hell are these two talking about? So next is a guy near the train in the lower Peridot ward. So let me just fly to Peridot. Yeah, train station. Right side of lower Peridot. Hello? Where's this mythical apartment? It's crazy to think, you know, again, because that was the very first gym we challenged, right? Girl in an alley on the right side of lower Peridot. Oh my god, is this where... Hold on, where is this alley? Because this is where we fought, or we were a part of, hello, you good? I was gonna say, yeah, this was where good old, what was it, Aqua Gang, you know? Was that where Aqua Gang used to run our shit? I don't even remember, honestly. Like, Why is this gun take so high level? Alright, next is a man in the bench. Alright, what? A man on the bench in the bottom left corner of the base floor in the black steam shelter. What the hell is the black steam shelter? In its regular paradox mode, not lower paradox mode. Where is this black steam shelter? Hold on, that's what this building is, right? The one that used to be like that super sketchy building at the very left, right? God damn, what the fuck? Yeah, I was gonna say, this used to be like that, yeah, 12 is girl to the left of the police station in Jasper. So we're going back to, yeah, because I don't think I've ever been in here, so. Yeah, Jasper. Left side, middle of the house. That's why I'm like, yo, goddamn, dude. This freaking Pokemon Center is massive. What the hell? Hello? Dude, yeah, Reborn City is really renovated. Like, the left of the police station. So where is this police station? There's the police station. Alright, so this is the one. This guy's a man. A kid in the Barrel Library. So the Barrel Ward. I'm just gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'll talk about it till the day I die. I love the design of Pokemon Reborn. I love the whole ward system in the city, and then you have the outside, right? I'll stand by it till the day I die. I think the region design in Reborn is like, what is this? I still don't know what this unseeable bullshit is. Oh yeah, this was the gym. So where's this like library? Hello? I keep forgetting they have this like invisible bullshit. Dude, can we not with this unseeable force? Alright, so 14 is a girl to the left of Barrel Gym. Oh, I was a guy. And I do like how they updated the themes too. Because the gym is here, right? And then the last one is a girl in the middle of Barrel Bridge. Dude, last time we were at Barrel Bridge again, you know, that one, that I completely forgot his name. There's just too many names to remember. But it was the father of, again, who was it? People watching. Damn, what the fuck? So that's everyone, right? So I'm not going to actually fight. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to fight. We're not fighting anybody in this part. I'm just going to save, and then we'll fight him in probably the next part. Honestly, I don't know why I accepted this quest. But again, it's kind of whatever, right? So, we'll see, right? We'll see. We'll see what it entails. But yeah, it's like, so I guess it's probably, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be us versus Lynn. I know, I can already see it coming out. It's going to be us versus Lynn, winner takes all. At least for the, you know, the champion, whoever's the champion, right? Obviously, Lynn is also the leader of, or up-and-coming leader of Team Meteor. You know who I think is in the most interesting position at this point? Solaris. I'm very curious and interested in what Solaris does. Because, again, the last we saw of him, again, was when he raided the house and we ended up beating him, right? And he kind of said he'd have to resort to Lin. So despite, again, what, like, let's say Taka, Ace, Sirius, again, kind of the older guard of Team Meteor wants, right? So I think it's a very, because what I'm worried about is Solaris is just going to become irrelevant from here on. That's my main worry and concern. Solaris will just not, and it's kind of like, because my worry is he had his big thing with, like, Borealis and what was it? Or no, not Borealis, Radimus was his name, right? You know, with the whole New World Order, the ambulance, right? My worry was he kind of had his thing, and now it's like he's just kind of fading into the background. I'm very curious and interested to see what he does. So, we'll see, right? Okay. In the next part, though, what we're likely going to see him do is we're going to fight Adrian and then probably end up paying up Tourmaline. That's what I'm anticipating, but again, we just end up doing that side quest. Who knows, right? We're just doing it. But yeah, we took care of it, so, you know, we'll fight him in the next part. About that, don't really much else to say. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.